What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Mellon, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, October 13th, 2015, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The latest Taylor Swift rumor has Calvin Harris on her list of ex-lovers, but a source close to the couple tells People magazine the speculation is absolutely not true. Adds the source, they are happy and going strong. Swift was 25 and Harris, 31, have remained mum about the reports until now. On Monday, Harris tweeted, "It's not going to be a happy ending for everyone I sue for defamation of character for all these bullshit stories. Bye-bye." Swift showed her support by favoring the tweet. Meanwhile, further evidence suggests their relationship status has not changed. Last Wednesday, Harris favored a fan's tweet about his girlfriend's sexy cover of GQ and NME magazines. The Twitter user wrote, "When at Calvin Harris is a lucky dude." Harris favored Swift's tweet about the cover the next day. If Swift and Harris were to call it quits since then, her pal Selena Gomez, 23, would have been among the people in the know. However, Gomez was surprised to hear about the reports on Monday morning. Fresh from performing songs from a new album, Revival, on the Today Show, the singer fielded a question about the split chatter during an interview on Andy Cohen's Sirius XM radio show. Cohen asked Calvin Harris, "Broken up or not?" "What?" Gomez replied, clearly shocked by the question. The host said, "Are they broken up?" She answered, "Oh, I don't know. I think I would have found that out. Is that a rumor?" Cohen pointed out that it's a major rumor online, prompting Gomez to shut it down. She said, "Oh gosh, of course. But weren't they like, oh gosh, this is honestly, it's so stupid. I'm pregnant every week. She's going to be pregnant. It's so stupid. Like, you can't really read that stuff." Tree Payne, Swift's publicist, took to Twitter on Monday to indirectly address the reports, writing that others should not believe the rumor. Excitement over Swift and Harris's relationship amped it up after the duo was spotted holding hands on a cute date night in April. They took their romance to the next level in May, kissing and hugging during her winning night at the Billboard Music Awards. Harris said of the relationship in a July interview with Kiss FM UK, "It's going absolutely fantastic." Even back then, Harris accepted the speculation about their relationship was inevitable. He said, "For me, it could be a lot worse, and I'd still be insanely happy with her. It's interesting because obviously there's different things written about it every day, and even if we don't do anything publicly, for a while someone will make something up." Model and television personality Chrissy Teigen revealed via Instagram Monday that she and her husband, musician John Legend, are expecting their first child. Teigen said in the post, which accompanied a sweet photo of her reclining on a sofa while Legend is sitting up with his hands on her tiny baby bump, "John and I are so happy to announce that we are pregnant. As many of you know, we've been trying to have a baby for a while now," Teigen explained. "It hasn't been easy, but we've kept trying because we can't wait to bring our first child into the world and grow our family. We're so excited that it's finally happening. Thank you for all your love and well wishes. I look forward to all the belly touching." The couple, who wed in 2013, have not disclosed the baby's gender or anticipated due date. British actor Hugh Grant is to welcome his fourth child in just over 4 years. Entertainment Tonight reported the 55-year-old Bridget Jones' Diary and 4 Weddings and a Funeral star is expecting his second baby with his girlfriend, Swedish television producer Anna Eberstein. Tabitha, Grant's daughter from his relationship with Ting Lang Hong, was born in September 2011. Grant and Eberstein had a son they named John in 2012, but the actor reunited with Hong in 2013 and she gave birth to their second child, a son called Felix, later that year. It is unclear when Grant and Eberstein reconcile. Scott Disick shed tears and prolonged regrets in the first promo of the upcoming 11th season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In the promo, Kourtney Kardashian's ex-boyfriend Scott Disick is confronted by the family over his raucous behavior. Disick fights tears as he admits to making the worst decision of his life after he was caught partying with other women. Kardashian's mom, Kris Jenner, tells Disick, who's the father of Courtney's two children, Mason 5 and Penelope 3, "It breaks my heart to see her in pain." Disick also talks about his alcohol consumption problem and how he behaves when he is under the influence. The 32-year-old reality star has a stint in rehab earlier this year and was also belligerent as he accompanied Jenner to her 59th birthday party at One Oak in Las Vegas earlier this year. Disick has also made headlines after photos surfaced of him canoodling with former girlfriend Chloe Bartali in Monte Carlo in July. Upon learning of Disick's infidelity, Kardashian said she couldn't handle him anymore and that the revelation urged her to move on. Recently, Disick has been spotted having drinks and partying with 18-year-old model Lindsay Vrebenek in New York. Sunday evenings, the Keeping Up with the Kardashians airs on Sunday evenings and will return for another season November 15th. Kanye West shocked American Idol judges recently when he decided to audition for the singing competition series. West headed to the San Francisco Idol auditions Saturday morning after performing for President Barack Obama at a Democratic National Committee event. While it's unclear whether or not the rapper's audition was planned, judges Jennifer Lopez, Harry Connick Jr., and Keith Urban were surprised after West stepped through the curtains and sang an a cappella version of his hit song Gold Digger. Wife Kim Kardashian shared the event on Instagram, posting a photo of West standing in front of the smiling judges with the caption "Surprise." The 38-year-old was even given the show's signature golden ticket, signifying that West had moved on to the next round of auditions. A tweet read on the official Twitter account of American Idol, "He's going to Hollywood." Recently, West opened up about how he was taking his time with his newest current album in the making, Swish, and how the project isn't on a fast track for release. Amber Rose and Blac Chyna announced the termination of their reality show, saying that they're currently too busy with other projects and cannot spare the time. Though nothing was made official at the time, sources told TMZ in August that the show was in the works. It was slated to focus on the two mothers and their experiences juggling work and their kids. It was unknown whether Rose's ex Wiz Khalifa and Blac Chyna's ex Tyga would be involved. TMZ reported Sunday that the show would not come to fruition. Rose claims that she is in the process of getting her own talk show, while Blac Chyna says she's occupied with a number of product deals. The cancellation of the show is indicative of a split between Chyna and Rose, according to Entertainment Tonight. The two BFFs, who usually attend events together, have been spotted separately in the last few weeks. Blac Chyna did not attend Rose's Slut Walk event in Los Angeles, but was reportedly seen hanging out with rapper Future in Atlanta. Rose's October 3rd event aimed to bring attention to sexual injustice, victim blaming, derogatory labels, and gender inequality. Nearly $50,000 were raised for the event, including a $14,000 gift from actor Nick Cannon. Rose also tearfully acknowledged Kanye West's and Wiz Khalifa's own slut-shaming at the event, citing Khalifa calling her nothing but a stripper in his song For Everybody, and West saying that he needs to take 30 showers prior to courting now wife Kim Kardashian. Rose ultimately forgave the two for what they said. Actor Randy Quaid may face charges following his and his wife Evie's arrest after making an attempt to cross the border from Quebec into Vermont. The two are being held at separate correctional facilities, and their bond is set at $500,000 each. They were identified as fugitives by U.S. Customs officers in Highgate, Vermont at the time of their arrest, and authorities have said they can be extradited to California for previous crimes. Eva's arraignment took place in Burlington, Vermont. Randy's hearing will take place in St. Albans, 30 miles north. The Quaids initially fled to Canada after missing a court date in California over felony vandalism charges. The couple has been accused of damaging over $5,000 worth of property to a Santa Barbara facility they used to own. They claimed killers were after them, describing them as lawyers and accountants who allegedly caused late actor Heath Ledger's death back in 2008 when the actor overdosed on prescription drugs. Quaid, who's 65, and his wife were allowed to stay in Canada beginning in 2011, with Quaid's wife granting Canadian citizenship since her father was born there. Quaid's citizenship request, however, was denied in 2013. He was scheduled for deportation on October 14th. Back in April, Quaid was also arrested in Canada as a result of an investigation. After pleading with Canadian officials to let him stay with his wife, Quaid was ultimately released on bond. Just as they were getting comfortable with their professional partners, the Dancing with the Stars Season 21 contestants had to get cozy with new sidekicks on Monday's episode. Host Tom Bergeron was back after a week off caring for his ailing father, and he announced that new couples for the night were chosen by fans via Twitter and on ABC.com. Struggling celebrity chef Paula Deen paired with younger dancer Mark Ballas, while fan favorite Bindi Irwin kissed goodbye to Derek Hugh and made magic with Valerie Chemerinsky. The daughter of the late Crocodile Hunter star Steve Irwin said, "It's all about changing everything." Meanwhile, Dean told Ballas, "You're not going to be able to take me. You're so edgy. I'm so scared of you." Fortunately, a chance of pace worked well for Dean, and guest judge Mariska Chemerinsky had positive praise and a solid score for her. Alice Skarlatos was told by his new partner Emma Slater to manhandle her during the Roomba, as she made no secret of the fact that she thought he was hot in every way. The feeling seemed mutual as the Paris train attack hero admitted that he couldn't keep his cool around her, and even an elbow to the nose during rehearsals didn't quell his passion. Randomly, Bindi brought in a giant anaconda to auditions so that Chemerinsky could see how I work and understand her constant animal references. The scaly inspiration seemed to pay off, and Val's brother Max called for their subsequent performance to Dance of the Night. Meanwhile, Judge Bruno Tonelli told Irwin, "You lift my spirits like a bright summer's day." The judges loved the new partnership so much that they rewarded the Australian team with another 10. While it was all smiles on the dance floor, Bergeron had a sad announcement about his late father to close out the episode. He said, "My dad loved this show, never missed an episode," Bergeron said, fighting back the tears, "and I like to think somewhere that he didn't miss this one." Dancing with the Stars airs Monday at 8 p.m. on ABC. Playboy magazine is putting the clothes back on. Executives for the magazine's parent company revealed that the publication will no longer publish fully nude photos of women as part of an upcoming redesign in a piece published Monday by the New York Times. The change will take effect in March 2016. According to the Times, Playboy editor Corey Jones approached magazine founder Hugh Hefner last month with the idea to drop nude photos from the print edition. Hefner, who is still listed on the masthead as editor-in-chief, gave the idea his blessing. Playboy CEO Scott Flanders told the paper, "You're now one click away from every sex act imaginable for free, and so it's just passé at this injuncture." Playboy's print current, once measured in millions, is now about 800,000, according to Alliance and Audited Media. The magazine will still include photo spreads of women in provocative poses, but the move marks the latest step away from depictions of nudity, which were banned from the magazine's website last August. The premiere of American Horror Story Hotel didn't quite measure up to its predecessor's debut ratings. The premiere episode of Hotel drew in 6 million viewers in the advertiser-coveted adults 18 to 49 demographics, and Nielsen's Live Plus 3 ratings down from the 7 million delivered by Freak Show last season for a drop of 6%. In the adults 18 to 34 demos, Hotel got 3.7 million viewers compared to the 4 million from Freak Show, and a drop of 9%. On a most positive note, the premiere was the second most watched telecast in FX Network's history, behind only the premiere episode of Freak Show. Including delayed viewing and reruns, the premiere netted 12 million total viewers. Hotel features an all-star cast including Lady Gaga, Sarah Paulson, Kathy Bates, Angela Bassett, Chloe Sevigny, Cheyenne Jackson, Evan Peters, and Finn Wittrock. Ryan Murphy serves as co-creator and showrunner, executive producer, writer, and director. Brad Falchuk is co-creator, executive producer, and writer. Film stars Jared Leto and Mark Ruffalo shared photos on Twitter of themselves wearing face masks so they could covertly mingle with the thousands of costume attendees at New York's Comic-Con over the weekend. Leto will soon be seen playing the Joker in Suicide Squad, and Ruffalo playing the Hulk in the Avengers franchise. Leto captioned a photo of himself disguised as a baboon and standing with the fan dressed as, what else, the Joker. He had no idea. Ruffalo wrote in a message accompanying a selfie in which he was unrecognizable wearing a mask with a huge mustache and a cigar. Got to hide out and enjoy #Comic-Con 2015. While many celebrities take part in Comic-Con panel discussions, media interviews, and scheduled autograph signing sessions, it is rare to see them out in the packed showrooms floors where their fans are gathered. Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice is still an active part of her daughter's lives from behind bars. Giudice, the subject of a 3-part special that starts Sunday, Teresa checks in, helps daughter Gia plan her 8th grade formal in June. Giudice also arranged for friends to send Gia flowers and provide her a stylist. Her husband, Joe Gaducci, says, "My wife, she doesn't miss a beat. That's for sure. She's a rock." Joe Gaducci told Andy Cohen of Watch What Happens Live that although Gia, 14, tells her younger sisters Gabriella, Miliana, and Adriana that mom is away working, they all know what their mother is going through. Sunday's special also reveals that Teresa Gaducci told Gia to post a message from her own Twitter account saying, "Thank you for your outpouring of support and for standing by me through this most difficult time. Love, love, love you all." The couple will trade places before Christmas when she ends her 15-month jail sentence early. At that point, Joe Gaducci, 43, will go to prison for a 41-month sentence stemming from multiple fraud charges. In the interim, the two have been trying to maintain digital contact and even gave phone sex a try. The second part of the special will air October 18th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Bravo. Aerosmith's frontman Steven Tyler has sent presidential hopeful Donald Trump a cease and desist letter requesting he stop using the band song Dream On during his campaign. Tyler, registered Republican, is not opposed to the hotel tycoon politically, as he attended the second GOP debate back in August as Trump's guest. However, the rock star has threatened legal action if Trump continues using Aerosmith's song. The cease and desist letter reads, "Trump for president does not have our client's permission to use Dream On or any of our client's other musics in connection with the campaign because it gives the false impression that he's connected with or endorsed Mr. Trump's presidential bid." Also, it says, "If Trump for president does not comply with our demands, our client will be forced to pursue any and all legal and equitable remedies which our client may have against you." This is the third time Trump has been asked to stop playing songs on his campaign trail after using Neil Young's "Rockin' in the Free World" and REM's "It's the End of the World as We Know It and I Feel Fine." Trump last made headlines on Tuesday when he pranked GOP rival Marco Rubio with a case of water and a towel to mock the senator's gulping of water during his 2013 response speech to President Barack Obama's State of the Union address. Raven-Symoné has addressed her controversial comments on The View regarding name discrimination after facing heavy backlash. The former Disney child star took to Facebook Sunday evening to clarify her stance and to admit that her comments about discrimination have spun out of control. She said, "I'd like to begin by saying that I was not attacking a specific race, but repeating a name that was said in a viral video which has received over 2 million likes," she wrote to her 4.8 million followers. "My comment was in poor taste. My lack of empathy towards name discrimination was uncalled for. As an equal opportunity employer, I have never discriminated against a name, even though I said I would. It's not true." On Thursday, Raven-Symoné came under fire after explaining that she would never hire someone named Watermelon Drea during a discussion on The View about the judgment of people based on their names. She said, "Just to bring it back, can we take back racist and say discriminatory, because I think that's a better word," she said during the daytime talk show. "And I'm very discriminatory against words like the ones that they were saying in the video. It's not about to hire you if your name is Watermelon Drea. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to hire you." Now, however, the 29-year-old has opened up about her experiences regarding discrimination and how she relates to those who were affected by her comments. She wrote, "I have been denied many jobs because of my skin color, body size, and age. Each time I was rejected, my self-esteem was negatively affected, so I empathize with those who feel victimized by what I said. We would hope that when it comes to hiring, our names, physical appearance, sexual orientation, and age would never outweigh our qualifications. But oftentimes they do. That's the truth, and it sucks. But I should not be part of the problem. I should be part of the solution." Fellow co-hosts Joy Behar and Michelle Collins also sparked up controversy in September after mocking Miss America contestant Kelly Johnson for making a speech in her nurse uniform during the pageant's talent portion. Guest host Amy Schumer was seen this weekend in a Saturday Night Live sketch mocking some people's obsession with firearms. The viral video Guns has been viewed nearly 280,000 times since it was posted early Sunday. The clip features Schumer and SNL cast members such as Vanessa Bayer, Kate McKinnon, Bobby Moynihan, and Kenan Thompson playing characters handling guns as they celebrate memorable moments in their lives. In a voiceover message accompanying the video, it said, "From first loves to new beginnings, wherever life takes you, guns, we are here to stay." Action star Vin Diesel has taken to Instagram to show off his ripped abs in an attempt to silence critics who have claimed the actor now has a dad bod. Diesel posted the muscular photo Sunday, a week after the 48-year-old was photographed shirtless on a hotel balcony, appearing out of shape. He wrote, "It's been amazing the response from the journalists who I've been talking to for the last 2 days in New York." He wrote while promoting his latest movie, The Last Witch Hunter, at the New York Comic-Con. The accompanying photo featured Diesel standing tall, looking lean, wearing a black t-shirt in the signature shades. He said, "Today, one wanted to see the dad bod. Haha. I'm wondering if I should show the picture. Body shaming is always wrong. What do you think?" In the second photo, the Fast and Furious star is seen lifting up his shirt to reveal his toned abs. He posted the picture from yesterday for those who want the bod, want to show for all the angels that love dad bod regardless. Recently, Diesel announced that he plans on producing one final Fast and Furious trilogy, along with reports that Straight Outta Compton director F. Gary Gray has entered into exclusive talks with Universal to direct the next installment in the series, Fast and Furious 8. And in a related story, Selena Gomez wants to set records straight and focus on her music career, particularly her upcoming album Revival and tours to follow. In an interview with Refinery29, Gomez talked about a range of issues that have plagued her career and image in the past year, including her controversial relationship with Justin Bieber and the treatments she will have to undergo for lupus. Bieber dated Gomez intermittently from 2011 to 2014, with tabloids expounding on every possible rumor. Gomez now says there's closure between them in a very good, healthy way, adding the two have seen each other and acknowledged mistakes they made as part of growing up. During the interview, Gomez had a message for potential suitors. "Don't try to date me right now." She says, "I think people really want to see me fail. I sit down in an interview and get the most harshly asked questions. Of course, I got my heart broken. Of course, I was pissed off about it." Gomez was also asked about her attitude towards former Disney actresses Miley Cyrus and Demi Lovato, who, like Selena, transitioned out from being child actors. She says that each of them have arrived at who they are today in a really interesting way, that they gave each of them their own identity. Selena's upcoming album represents her second solo effort since severing ties with Disney. She also spoke about her physique, particularly following a September radio interview where she received backlash after posing shirtless for the album's cover, despite the cover's similarity to a topless photo shoot she did for V in February. She said in September, "You have to understand that I've dealt with a lot of body shaming this year, and I've never experienced that before." Now Gomez says she feels beautiful thanks to her confidence, which also makes her feel strong. She posed in various tops in a little black dress for the interview, wearing little to no makeup. With regards to lupus, she told Today Show anchors on Monday that it is still a little uncomfortable talking about her battle with lupus. Gomez recently took a break from the spotlight in order to deal with her disease through chemotherapy sessions. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis have announced their first U.S. tour in over 2 years that will lead into the duo's still untitled new LP. The musicians will begin the month-long tour January 9th in Phoenix, Arizona, followed by an additional spring 2016 tour in support of their upcoming album. Macklemore, whose real name is Ben Haggerty, and Ryan Lewis will donate $1 from every ticket purchase to charities such as Equal Justice Initiative, You Speaks, and the 3030 Project. Macklemore announced the tour Monday on Twitter. The 32-year-old tweeted, "Thrilled to say that Ryan and I are hitting the road again in 2016. Pre-sales start this Wednesday." The Thrift Shop singer's new album will feature the singles Downtown and Growing Up, Sloan, song featuring Ed Sheeran, and dedicated to Macklemore's daughter Sloan Avi Simone. Macklemore told Rolling Stone in September, "I feel great about this album. It has a diversity of sounds and textures and concepts. We've been able to take our time with it, and it's a great feeling to get to that point." Earlier this month, Macklemore shared fans on Instagram a photo with his daughter, Sloan, sleeping peacefully. He said, "There's nothing like the joy and happiness that comes from bringing a baby into this universe," the rapper said of dedicating Growing Up, Sloan's song, to his daughter. "She has filled my heart in ways that I never knew were possible. She's the love of my life." Gertrude Taylor, the mother of singer-songwriter James Taylor, died at the age of 94, the musician announced on his website Monday. Taylor wrote in a post along with an obituary for his mother, "I'm deeply grateful for all the kind words and sympathies and condolences that people have been sending in these past 2 days." He noted his mother was an accomplished painter, the daughter of a Massachusetts fisherman, and the wife of a North Carolina doctor. The 67-year-old Grammy-winner said of his mother, she devoted her life to her marriage and her 5 children, 4 boys and a girl, all born in the span of 6 years between 1947 and 1953. She raised us in the home she built in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and since she never lost her maritime New England roots, made an annual summer migration to Martha's Vineyard Island, he added. She ended her days in her simple, elegant cottage overlooking her beloved Stonewall Pond, surrounded by dear friends and 4 generations of family. As she liked to say, life is finite, but love lasts forever. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1957, a popular sci-fi film reflects America's ambivalence about nuclear weapons. Movie audiences in America are treated to the science fiction thriller The Amazing Colossal Man. The film revolves around a man named Colonel Manning who strays too close to the test of an atomic device in the Nevada desert and is bombarded by plutonium rays. This was but one of the many such movies released in the 50s, which cannot be dismissed as merely amusing artifacts from that decade. While these weapons were the backbone of the nation's defense system, many in the United States were uncertain about the atomic and hydrogen bombs. Were they too inhumane? What were the repercussions of radioactivity? Could they ever really be used without sealing the fate of all mankind? However, registered these concerns and played upon them. In them, 1954, ants exposed to radiation grow to enormous size and threatens humanity. The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, 1953, tells us the tale of a dinosaur thawed out by an atomic test in the Arctic that ravages New York City. And in one of the best of this class of film, a man survives being caught in a nuclear test only to find himself shrinking away to nothing in The Incredible Shrinking Man in 1957. The Cold War and the issues it raised among the American people have become part of the nation's popular culture. And on this date in 1975, singer Charlie Rich protests John Denver's big win at the CMA Awards. In a 35-year career that ran from the rockabilly genius of Lonely Weekends 1960 to the contrapuntal splendor of Behind Closed Doors in 1973, the versatile and soulful Charlie Rich earned 11 #1 hits on the country charts and 1 crossover smash with the #1 pop hit, The Most Beautiful Girl. The man they called the Silver Fox displayed a natural talent for pleasing many different audiences, but his non-singing performance before one particular audience in 1975 did significant damage to the remainder of his career. On this date in 1975, the man voted Entertainer of the Year by the Country Music Association of America 1 year earlier, stood on stage at the CMA Awards show to announce that year's winner of the association's biggest award. But a funny thing happened when he opened the envelope and saw what was written inside. Instead of merely reading the name John Denver and stepping back from the podium, Charlie Rich reached into his pocket for a cigarette lighter and set the envelope on fire right there on stage. Though the display shocked the live audience in attendance, John Denver himself was presented only via satellite linked up, and he offered a gracious acceptance speech with no idea what had occurred. In the aftermath of the incident, Charlie Rich was blacklisted from the CMA Awards show for the rest of his career. But what point was he trying to make exactly? It was widely assumed at the time that Rich was taking a stance on the side of country traditionalists, upset at notable incursions of pop dabblers into country music at the time. Olivia Newton-John, for instance, had won Most Promising Female Vocalist award in 1973, for instance. But Rich himself was often accused of being not country enough, so that may have not been his intent. While it made better newspaper copy to suggest that he specifically resented John Denver's win, Rich was also, by his own admission, on a combination of prescription pain medication and gin and tonics that night. Also, his son Charlie Rich Jr. has written of the incident. He used bad judgment. He was human after all. I know the last thing my father would want to do was set himself up as a judge of another musician. And that's your entertainment report for Tuesday, October 13th, 2015. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.